When I became an online fitness coach, I thought what I was gonna do is just tell people step by step what they need to do to lose the weight from the methods that I've used, from the routine that I've created from my 10-year journey, right? Turns out it's not as simple as that, right? Life happens. Life throws a bunch of bullshit at you. And I did not expect to hear these stories and go through some of these experiences that I've been going through. For example, I would have never thought that I would have to coach someone and they get pregnant, which is good, right? Because they're losing the weight, they're getting healthy, they're getting more fertile. And I had, I think, three clients that got pregnant while they were doing that program, right? One gave birth. She's about to come back to the program in about a month in May. Um, I had a person get, I had a client that got engaged. Then there's the bad stuff, right? Breakups, death in the family, just family drama, like divorce, baby daddy drama. And I never went through those things. Everybody had the breakup. Everybody went through their first depression when they had their breakup with their boyfriend and girlfriend. And look, I was fucked up, super fucked up, which I will get into a little later. But I had a client that just got out of a 12-year relationship. I don't even know what the fuck that feels like because my longest relationship was like 14 months, right? I was fortunate enough in my life so far where I did not have any death in the families or someone close to me. So I have no idea how I am going to react when that happens later in my life, right? But I don't know what it feels like to have someone close to you pass away, right? And divorce, obviously, I was never married, so I don't know what that feels like. And these are all things in life that will break you, throw you off your routine, and just put you in this dark place where you don't want to do anything, right? Because when I went through my first breakup, I still remember this vividly. Well, I was depressed twice in my life, I think, at the from the top of my head, right? But obviously, the first one was the breakup, and I know what it feels like to be lifeless, to not have the will to do anything, not have an appetite, just stay in my room doing nothing. And thank God at that time I had somebody that I was able to talk to and call. I don't know how the fuck she heard me like just talk about me being sad and what I should have done to get what I could do to get her back, all that. I don't know how the fuck she listened to me and why she picked up my call every single time to hear me out. But I still thank her a lot for that because that was what allowed me to live in a sense, right? But side note, I don't want to get off the topic, but those of you that have friends that are going through some deep shit, just know that you just being there and them having someone to talk to is huge. Because sometimes people just want to be heard. They you don't necessarily have to understand them, but they just need to be heard sometimes, right? So if you are talking to somebody when they're going through a rough patch, just know that you are doing a huge favor for them, allowing them to feel that they're not alone, right? But anyways, that was the first time when I was depressed. And second time, I'm not ready to talk about it yet, but the second time, I wasn't suicidal or anything. I would never fucking kill myself, okay? But I hit a point where I had thoughts that, okay, if I were to die right now, are my parents who lived in Korea at the time and is my younger brother gonna be okay? If I were to die, I had thoughts like that, right? So I know what it feels like to not be yourself, be almost paralyzed because you're traumatized and depressed. I know what that feels like. And look, I'm not saying what I went through is greater than your pain, okay? But to me, at that point in my life, those were my two breaking points, right? But when I look back, when you make it through those tough times and you look back, those times that I've wasted just being in my room, being sad and depressed, isolating myself, not wanting to talk to anyone. My friends would call me out, but I would choose to stay home. I've wasted months, years, and I'm never getting that time back. So even though I did not go through some of these traumatic or dark events that happened to my clients' lives, the best that I can do is just guide them and help them navigate out of this dark cloud based on what I've went through, right? I always tell them, yo, I'm not gonna pretend I know what it feels like to go through what you're going through because I didn't, right? And it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to cry. I don't cry anymore, by the way. Okay, I don't remember the last time I fucking cried. I don't do that shit no more. But it's okay to be sad. It's okay to take a few days to, you know, process it. But you gotta keep moving forward. Time does not stop. It's easier said than done, right? Like if I could teleport back into the past, time travel, and see myself in my bedroom, lights turned off, being all fucking sad and shit. The thing is, even though I would tell him, yo, you got to get up and live your life, do what you're supposed to do, he probably wouldn't listen, right? But now that I actually think about it, at that time, both times when I was depressed, I didn't really have a structure in my life. My life was just sleep, go to work, eat, watch TV, maybe go drink on the weekends, and it's repeat. I didn't really have a structure. I didn't even work out at that time. I ate fucking Domino's, Chinese takeout. I didn't really have a structure. So if I were to go back in time and talk to my younger self at the times when I was down and depressed, I would literally tell him the step by step daily routine that I do. Wake up, drink some electrolytes, get some sunlight, walk. At that time, I was working an office job, so go do your work, get steps in, go outside often, get fresh air, get sunlight, go to the fucking gym after work, and start researching about food because literally all the processed and takeouts that I was ordering is fucking bullshit and harmful to the body, right? But what I would do if I could go back in time is give him the structure that I have now. Because sometimes what somebody needs is just they need to be told what to do sometimes. They just need a guideline, a schedule to follow. Because at that time, it was just work, nothing else. I did not prioritize my health. I did not prioritize the food that I was eating. So when I have these calls with my clients when they're going through these moments, I let them know, hey, it's okay to be sad. Let it out. I'm here. Message me if you need to talk to me. Because I know how huge it is to just have someone to talk to when you're going through those moments. In fact, I'm gonna text her after this video that I appreciate her for the friend that talked to me when I was first depressed for the first time. I'm gonna text her that. I'm gonna thank her. I'm not. I kind of lost touch with her a little bit, but it's fine. Still gonna thank her for that. But it's okay to be sad. It's okay to dwell in those thoughts, but you gotta give yourself a date. Be sad all you want for 2, 3 days, but after those 3 days are over, gotta get back to it. Gotta get back to it. You cannot waste time. You gotta keep moving forward. Okay. And the thing with my clients is that they are following my routine. I don't teach them weight loss. I taught them and gave them a variation of my lifestyle. So the things that I literally just told you guys about, what I would tell my younger self, they're doing that right now. Electrolytes, walking, sunlight, prioritizing protein in their meals, right? So they have structure. And you could do all the things while you're sad, while you're depressed. You could walk happy, you could walk sad, you could walk while you're crying, right? It's just that you gotta make the conscious decision to go outside and walk, which is the hard part, which is where the coaching comes in, where I send out these reminders to these people, right? But you gotta do what you have to do, okay? Taking care of your health tell me this, like when you eat because you feel hungry, right? Actually, is that a good example? Because what I was gonna say is because you know you need to take care of your health, you gotta do certain things to make sure your health is on point, right? In order to pay your freaking rent, you gotta go work the job, right? Even though you hate it. So all my clients have the structure, the routine that they need to follow. And I just need to kind of remind them on a daily basis that they got to do what they got to do and just show up and seize each day because time's going to pass regardless, right? Whether you're happy or sad, time's going to go by and we cannot waste time. And everything that you are supposed to do in order to take care of your health, you can do that while you're sad. You can eat the steak and the eggs, the chicken while you're sad. Okay. Yes, ordering Uber Eats, Domino's, whatever the fuck you guys like. It tastes good. But those foods are literally the reason why you feel shittier the next day. Because what you eat has a direct impact on your energy and your mood for the next day. Right? If you are going through a rough time in your life, it's okay. Let it out. But time does not stop for you. You cannot let your health fucking deteriorate. Life moves on. Those of you that lost somebody, I always tell my clients this too. Think about what your loved one would say to you if he or she was still alive. Would he or she approve you just being fucking sad and depressed in your bed, wasting time, letting these days go by? Or would he or she be like, hey, get up? You know what you need to do? That's not like you, right? Breakups are a different story, right? Maybe I'll save this relationship stuff for a different time because that's probably going to be a long ass video, but get up. Stop wasting time. You went through a rough patch in the past before. You know you did. Something that fucking broke and you thought the world was ending. You went through that already. And if you look back at it, it wasn't so bad anymore now that you think about it, right? And if you're going through a rough time right now, later on, time will not necessarily fix it, but it won't hurt as much, right? And I promise you, when you look back at the months, the years, if you let those time go by, you're gonna regret that shit so much. Walking outside is gonna do so much more for you for your mental health than fucking crying in the bedroom, right? So I tell my clients, yo, I don't give a fuck. Go walk outside while you cry. Get some fucking sunlight in your eyes, get it on your face, and walk outside depressed and sad. It's okay. Okay. But yeah, did not expect to be a therapist, kind of, when I decided to do this. But I feel truly blessed to be in this position because what a privilege it is. What a privilege it is. I'm just a normal human being. And here I am, given the opportunities to somewhat be a positive light, a force in their lives. Crazy how life turns out, right? But gotta keep it pushing, gotta keep moving forward. Don't let the days go by. Make every single day count. Okay. That's it for this video, I think. I think I yapped for about like 20 minutes. But I'm gonna try to do more of these little yap sessions whenever I feel like I have something to talk about. So please be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right? Eat 6 eggs a day. Wait, I messed it up. Eat 6 eggs a day. Is it here? Yeah, there we go.